One of the most underlooked things in game dev is planning, yet it may be the most important step. Everybody talks about art and sound and game design and the programming, but at the root of all those things are plans. Hi, I'm Eli and I'm making. It's time to talk about the Metroidvania again. As I mentioned in the little intro bit, I worked on planning in the last 2 weeks, mainly been sketching out the map on a giant piece of paper. I won't spoil the map because, I don't want to spoil the game, but it was something I did and it was something very, very important. For Metroidvania, it's all about exploring and finding new stuff. So having the entire game effectively on a piece of paper that you can easily change and edit so the game is actually good, it's pretty useful. This allows for me to make areas so that you can come back to them with new abilities, and I can set everything up so I don't have to faff about it, and it just makes level design faster. It shouldn't come to anybody's surprise that paper is a lot easier to work with than a computer. I've also been working on some new stuff in game. Firstly, I designed the beginning hub area called the core. Now, while doing this, I also made a nice little camera transition using Binbong's tutorial. I think it looks pretty nice, but I decided it would be best if I made a test area to test out on the new mechanics I have made and am going to make. That's because, as I said, everything could really easily change if I changed on paper, so I don't really want to confine myself to the core area in game when I need to test out new mechanics, because I want to try and make all the mechanics first before actually making the area. But I did do that. It's got some large pits to platform over and some vertical rooms to test out wall jumps and the such. But it's not very interesting. It's just a testing room. But yeah, for most of the week, I've been prototyping a new mechanic that I can't really show off yet because it's honestly just quite a mess. And hopefully, I'll be able to show it by August. But I have made something else that's new that is in an actually presentable state. I made a glide mechanic. It's heavily inspired by the glide mechanic from Ori and the Blind Forest because I just really liked how it was used in that game. And I just finished Ori. It's a good game. Play it. I didn't make a full animation for the gliding state because I just didn't have the time. But I did make a little. It's not really an animation, you just change your sprite, but it visually shows the gliding state. How I did this, it's pretty simple. When you're in the air, press the button. As soon as you get to the arc of your jump, it allows you to go into the gliding state, which just sets your gravity instead of like what it's set to as 3, it sets it to like zero point 0.2 or something. And then when you get back on the ground or you let go of the button, it sets it back to 3. And I think it fits the game pretty well. Get a little leaf above your head. Pretty cool. And that's what I've done in the past 2 weeks. Make sure to join my Discord server and check me out when I'm live on Twitch. But yeah, if you like this video, like it. If you don't, and subscribe.